YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to get into fragrances that make you smell incredible. Now, we all know there's nothing like a compliment followed by wow, you smell incredible, or starting with that sentence. So what I wanted to do is give you a list of fragrances that absolutely stun and that will garner you compliments with that phrase, you smell incredible. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So with this first fragrance, now I know it has been a while since she has come out, but she is fully back and out of retirement. This is Blanche Bête. This fragrance is so hard to put into words and to describe, and I really do think it's when you just have to try for yourself. A little polarizing, and I say that not because the notes are just complex and super, difficult to understand. Some people are okay with lactonics and some people literally will get sick to the stomach. So Blanche Bête features so many molecular notes and musks and gourmand notes, and I feel like that combination really makes it something truly unique. It has a little touch of cacao. It has something called a mystical note, which I always say, like, this is the unicorn fragrance. The imagery that they use to describe this fragrance, milky unicorn, spot on for this, okay? And also it has some tuberose. It has tuberose and some other white florals, but some people really get a heady tuberose from this scent. I don't personally. I just typically will get a mix of white florals that are somewhat indiscriminate. Now, the lactonic component of this fragrance is going to be the make or break. It has a milk note, okay? It has ambrette seed. So again, very musky. Not only does it have the ambrette seed at the top, it has a clean white musk at the base as well. You also have the warmth of a tonka bean. Like I said, you also have the cacao, and you have the most amazing, like, creamy incense. So between the incense, the milk, this very smooth musk, and this very sweet vanilla, you are going to get something truly amazing. The sillage on this fragrance, don't let it fool you. You're going to think that this is something giving scent bubble. But when I tell you, as soon as you walk past someone, as soon as you step into a room, as soon as someone else comes into the room and they're not even near you, they are going to smell you and they are going to start looking around trying to figure out who is that girl with that scent. And it is you, okay? If you're wearing Blanche Bête, it is going to be you every single time. So many compliments, massive compliment getter, and just something, again, unique. If you are into musk, if you like lactonic fragrances, this is just a no-brainer. Definitely not a safe blind buy. Try before you buy. I got a decant, sizable amount, but honey, I could have had a 2 ml. It would have been a full bottle, because as soon as the scent hit my skin, I knew I had to have it. So if you are trying to smell delicious, creamy, gourmand, but still clean, like white, clean, musk, white floral, this is the girl, okay? So again, this one is Blanche Bête, and this is from the house of Liquide Imaginaire. All right, you guys, so this next fragrance was gifted to me by AVANT GARDE. So thank you for gifting me this. It was a blind gift, okay? It was always kind of like on my radar, but just always kind of afraid to try it because I don't have many figs in my collection. Actually, I have one fig in my collection. And because I loved Ouverture so much by Xerjoff, I decided to go ahead and take my chance and try Castling by Mind Games. When I tell you, I was blown away at how incredible this smells, you guys. Mind Games Castling is fig leaf. So this is definitely a green fragrance. If you are not into green fragrances, please do not blind buy this. But wow, when I sprayed it on paper, the greenness almost took me aback, okay? I was like, I like it green, but I don't know. You have to try this one on your skin. I mean, like 5 seconds into this hitting my skin, I was completely enamored, obsessed, and in love with this fragrance. And I probably wore it a good like 4 or 5 days in a row. So for me, Castling is just super feminine and gorgeous because it is green, but it is powdery. So you have an iris, you've got, of course, the fig leaf to give it the greenness. But you also have the super dose of freesia and lotus. Now, if you've never tried anything from Mind Games, these are just really beautifully blended fragrances, and they're very, very refined. Very much so worth the price point, just without a doubt. They're very high quality fragrances. The price reflects that, but I'm telling you now, the juice definitely reflects the price point for this fragrance and Double Attack, my other Mind Games. So this is woody, but it doesn't come across as anything overly masculine or something heavy, because it is more so like a vetiver sandalwood combination. And again, the way they've blended it, I feel like the woods, they're there, but what is going to really shine is the greenness of this fragrance. You have to like fig leaf, and for me, fig is quite polarizing, especially when you're talking about the fig leaf. So it is a little sea salt note at the top, paired with some bergamot. You have the woodsy notes, vanilla, and the floral component, and that's pretty much what it is. But again, the magic of this one is the blending. The way it's blended, when you put this on, you are going to feel like a queen. When I say this, like how this bottle, you know, represents you're going to smell like royalty, and not the kind that takes, you know, heavy spiciness, you know, that type of opulence. It's not that. So this is going to be more of like an understated, luxurious, opulent fragrance. It is so classic, and something like this is quite timeless, signature scent worthy, and one you absolutely must get your nose on if you love a fig leaf note, because this one is just absolutely stunning. And again, will have you smelling so feminine and incredible. Perfect for all year, but I think this is truly going to shine in those spring and summer months. Again, this is Castling by Mind Games, and you can always save 10%. Check the description box. You save 10% with my discount code Mind Games website. All right, you guys. So this next one, I just was expected to be meh, underwhelmed. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect to love this fragrance so much. But I had so many subscribers telling me or asking me if I had ever tried Sunset Hour by Goldfield and Banks. And you guys, I have had this not a month. Okay, also gifted to me by AVANT GARDE. But look at the dent. Look at the, when I say, you put this on, you smell it, and you're like, why does this smell so delicious, beautiful, not overly complex? It's fruity, it's floral, but what is really like pulling me in and grabbing my attention with this fruity fragrance right here? Because it has a note that I have never heard of, never smelled, never experienced, and that is why it is such a magical scent. So Sunset Hour is quite woody, but it's because of a sandalwood. So it's a very creamy sandalwood component to this, very feminine. It has a, let me look at the Quang Desert Peach. Never heard of it, never seen it, but like I wish I could say that I want every Quang Desert Peach note. I need to get my nose on it, but this is like the only fragrance on Fragrantica that lists it. So I don't know where they came up, you know, with finding this particular note, but it really does make, if you're tired of all the fruity florals out there, okay, in the designer world, and you want something that is not going to be super challenging, you know, that is just as easily wearable as a designer fragrance, but that has a special touch, a special smell, a special, like, what is that deliciousness that I'm smelling? It is Sunset Hour. Okay, so you also have a raspberry, it's cashmere wood. Again, just this very smooth, creamy aspect to it, and not an electronic way, a cashmere and sandalwood way. And then you have a touch of pink pepper. The floral of this is jasmine, but the star is going to be the fruity aspect. So you don't have to fear, oh my God, you know, jasmine, am I gonna hate this? No, don't think alien. It's not that type of jasmine. It is very, it's very smooth. It's very beautifully blended into the fruits, and it's not going to jump out and scream jasmine, not to my nose, okay? And then you have a ginger and benzoin. So when I tell you, you have a day party, Sunset Hour. You have a day on the beach, Sunset Hour. You have a day date, Sunset Hour. Workplace, appropriate, okay? So this is going to be definitely a spring summer vibe type of scent, but it's going to take you in so many different, you know, scenarios that it's going to be worth the price point. Okay, you are going to be able to wear this darn near anywhere, and I'm telling you, the men are going to love this one on the girls. So does it have the biggest sillage, and I will say the longevity is moderate, but this is so beautiful, you guys. So if you're looking for a fruity floral, if you're a fruity floral girl and you want something that hits a little different, okay, but it's not going to be too weird and overly challenging, like, you know, sometimes the niche world can get, sunset hour all day. And again, this one is from the house of Goldfield and Banks. All right, now next up is going to be a gourmand. Now this is going to be more so for the evening. Don't wear this in super hot weather. I would say if you have a summer date night, you know, that's going to breeze in the air, at least, you know, some cloud coverage, you know, throughout the day or later in the evening, then you're good to go. But Mystic Sugar is going to have him all over your neck and all up in the space, okay, trying to you know, shoot a shot, bust a move, all of that. So I'm telling you, wear this one with caution because it is a gourmand, but it is very sexy. You have a very unique combination of notes here. It is very warm and spicy, okay, so that's what I'm saying, more like summer date night. We're heading into fall soon, perfect for that type of vibe. But you have a very heavy dose of cardamom. If you're a lover of cardamom, you guys, hello. It has pineapple, cacao. So stay with me now. Pineapple, cacao, and cardamom. What about that? It's not giving a vibe. Then it has the nerve to be sweet, okay? Edible. So you also have a kick of ginger in the opening, along with a jasmine note. Now the jasmine is just there bringing everything together, tying it in and giving it just a, you know, a more rounded feel. And it doesn't stick out as like, I'm smelling jasmine. It does not, okay? It's very much so in the background, but it is rounded off beautifully with a dream base of vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. I rest my case, all right? If you want to smell incredible and you are into warm and spicy gourmand fragrances, then you need to absolutely get this one on your radar. And the best part about this one, you guys, the best part, it is in that $150 range price point. I think they went up a couple dollars because it was like right at $152 or something like that when I bought it last year. But the up in price is nothing significant. So if you're looking for something that really does hit, Mystic Sugar by Coreterno, amazing quality and smell for a relatively affordable price point, all right? So again, this one is from the house of Coreterno. All right, so this next one is going to be one that will have you stopped, stalked, run down, and just literally turning heads all day, every day. When you step out the house, just prepare for compliments. Just prepare. If you are in a mood where you don't want to be bothered, okay? You don't want anybody coming up to you. You don't want anybody talking to you. You want to be in your cubicle, be by yourself. Don't wear Rosendo Mateu's number 5. I'm telling you, because this garners so much attention. Let me tell you, men are going to clamor. You've got to try this one because very, very polarizing, all right? Now, Rosendo Mateu number 5 for me, I got a rubbery like note thing in the opening the very first time I wore it. After that, I don't get that anymore. Now, some people, I always say this when I talk about this fragrance, some people are just going to get a very rubbery fragrance throughout the life of the scent. This is not for you. However, you may be a part of, you know, the population where you are getting spices, warm spices, vanilla, saffron, amber, and the most sensual, sexy musk that you have ever experienced in your life. This is room filling, all right? Even though the notes may not really suggest that, this is a powerhouse, but it doesn't wear heavy. It's still transparent. Like Baccarat Rouge will fill a room, but it's still sugary, sweet, transparent. This is much in the same vein. Now, a lot of people ask me to compare this to Baccarat Rouge because it does have like the saffron, you know, ambery thing going on, but they don't smell anything alike. Some people get a baby cat vibe from this. I don't get that much at all. Just because I feel like baby cat is like really spicy and you got the leather and the vanilla is just done differently. They just don't smell similar to me. Now, the best thing for you, because you're gonna test this anyway. We're not out here blind buying Rosendo Mateu No. 5. Test it if you have baby cat to see if it's too similar, because some people find that there is a big similarity. My nose, I don't get that. But if you're looking for something that is musky, sweet, next level, and sexy as all get out, then Rosendo Mateu's No. 5 is, you know, is the ticket. This is where the buck stops when you're talking about sensuality. All right, and again, all year, I wouldn't say signature scent, because you're just gonna be getting tired of being run down. Don't wear this every day out the house, but definitely a showstopper and one that will have you smelling absolutely incredible. Again, this one is Rosendo Mateu's No. 5 by Rosendo Mateu. Okay, so the next one is one that I have been bringing up quite a bit lately, and when I tell you, I just did not think I would be talking about this thing half the summer. Valaya, Parfums de Marly. This one was like a little silent killer. It snuck up on us all, and now we are all just madly in love with this fragrance. I feel like it got quite mixed reviews when it came out. For me, the biggest thing was going to be, is it too similar to Fleur Narcotique by X Nihilo? And it's very similar. It is the same nose. They both have the transparent woods. They both have the white peach, similar floral component, but this goes off into a different direction because of the Akagali wood, and there is a huge dose of ambroxan. So if you love those clean ambroxan type scents, if you want something that is very feminine, because to me, those ambroxan dominated scents can be quite unisex, but this one is just leaning a little bit more feminine to me. Can a man pull this off? Yes, okay. To me and my nose, yes. But if you want to smell clean, you want to smell, you know, amazing, a feminine quality about yourself, and you want everybody to smell you, then this is the ticket. This is it, because it does just that. It checks all the boxes. Longevity, check. Smells amazing, check. Compliments, check. Incredible fragrance, and that will have you smelling just the same, all right? So again, this one is Valaya by Parfums de Marly. All right, you guys, and so the last one on this list is going to be from the house of Aerin. This is Tangier Vanille D'Or. Now, they have a regular Tangier Vanille, which is going to be in the transparent bottle, and they have the D'Or flanker. I've never smelled the original, so I cannot give you a comparison, unfortunately, but maybe I should get a sample or try to pop in and smell it and tell you my thoughts, because this one I absolutely love. If you're looking for an ambery vanilla, all right? Ambery vanilla, but doesn't wear heavy, that has, you know, a lightness and airiness about it to the point where you can wear this in the dead of summer, okay? You can still take this through fall. This is it. This is a spicy vanilla that is quite ambery that you can wear all year. And the resonance quality of this is going to be from a myrrh. So if you particularly like that note, I think that this would be a no-brainer for you. However, myrrh can be difficult for me because it can come out very heavy. And sometimes it can be like kind of nausea-inducing, just depending on how it's done. So if you know that you can be a little problematic with that note, definitely try to test this, you know, if you can find a sample or a decant, if at all possible. But that is what I loved about this. I have a saffron and have a myrrh, and it doesn't feel heavy. It also has a Bulgarian rose at the top, some delicious plum, which you definitely get the plum in the opening, and it's rounded off by a beautiful base of cashmere, crystal amber, tonka bean, and sandalwood. So literally the notes, you know, that are listed is really, it's perfectly describing this fragrance. All that, but it doesn't wear too thick and cloying and heavy. That is the magic of this one, and it is so beautiful. So overspray this one, get your life, because it's a love for me. All right, you guys, so I hope that you did enjoy today's video. Drop me a comment below and let me know fragrances that you put on to make you smell incredible. Are there any that I had mentioned here that really do make you feel like, okay, I need to get my nose on that one? Because let me tell you, When I say it's incredible, these are all incredible fragrances, and they're going to have you smelling and feeling so good about yourself. So you guys, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure notification bell is turned on to all. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.